It'll tickle your innards, is what the old ads used to read. Here.
American foods that are banned.
American foods that last video. American foods that were banned in other countries. Why would they ban them?
It's probably a lot of food
Are
coloring.
they too unhealthy? Wait, Chad, do we have foods that are too unhealthy for other countries?
Yes.
Is that like a real thing?
Yes.
No shot.
Absolutely shot.
Yeah, VIP donut lord. Oh my goodness.
Americans want to believe that the United States is the gold standard of clean food.
We are.
No.
Don't say Cap. How
Now
is
that's
it not
insanely
clean?
Cap.
Most Americans want to believe that the United States is the gold standard of clean food.
No,
but
not even
that
close.
belief may not hold up
Okay,
to
okay, bro. Bro, see you're manipulating people as you say that.
Gold
And then the next
standard
claim
of
you
clean
pull up a
food.
McRib. Eating a McRib. That is nasty.
I eat a McRib. McRibs are based. Don't you dare.
That belief may not hold up to scrutiny. From unsanitary practices in mass production to the addition of dangerous chemicals, countries
Yeah,
have
but every country does that.
good reason to give the
No,
side eye
actually,
to
we have
imported foods claiming to be
we
USDA.
deregulated a lot of it.
That's right.
That's why you
This
get a
week
lot
we're
of,
talking
like,
about American
food
foods that have been
poisoning.
banned by other countries.
Okay.
But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. Then leave a comment and tell us what other old food facts you would like to know more about. Now let's see how wrong the rest of the world really is.
Skittles.
Chad, we have the healthiest
Since
foods,
the
right?
Funny story, I actually can't have Skittles. I'm allergic. I have an allergy to food coloring. So if a lot of these are just food coloring, then I'm safe. I'm safe.
on Skittles, there have been rumors about
Don't you dare hate on my Skittles.
Oh no.
the
R&R.
dangers of eating them.
Big dog.
Every one of us heard at least one classmate claim that the red ones make you sterile, and the yellow ones, they give you cancer. Turns
I've
out
never heard that in my life.
I haven't either.
it might be worse than that. First of all, your classmate wasn't wrong. The dyes known as Yellow 5 and Yellow 6 have been linked to hives and
Can't have it.
hyperactivity in children. Sweden and Norway have banned the candies out of concern. The
Okay,
European
hey, Sweden. That's on y'all, man. Go ahead and live your whole life with no Skittles. I don't
titanium dioxide, which can be found making the colors pop across the rainbow. Research linked titanium dioxide to damaged DNA, which can lead to cancer.
Oh my
While
god.
Europe may be ahead of the Skittles awareness curve, America is quickly catching up. In May of 2021, the Environmental Working Group asked the FDA to categorize titanium dioxide as toxic. And yes, before you ask, right now the FDA says it's okay to consume some of that chemical compound.
I have eaten giant bags of these. Like
No.
Rainbow, but just in moderation.
buddy, you're just warning me.
How how do you eat Skittles in moderation?
The parent company of Skittles. The lawsuit claims Skittles are not only toxic, but are unfit for human consumption. So maybe for now, play it safe. Just go have some Swedish fish instead.
What?
No, get out of here. That's a lie. Skittles are so much better than Swedish fish.
Ever looked at a piece of crusty French baguette, be it in cartoon or in real life?
Oh, it's
Let's
good.
be honest, it was probably in the hands of Pepe Le Pew. And think, I can't make a sandwich with that. As great as we talk about
Hey,
the
you can.
invention of sliced bread, a lot of European countries have actually banned much of what you'd find on American.
Bread ain't even that good. The only time bread is good is when you toast it.
Nah.
Like bread, just straight bread by itself, just
Peanut butter sandwiches are based.
Why
Nah.
shelves? That's because we make a lot of our bread not just with grain, but with a variety snap packs worth of additives, like azocarbonamide, for example, which helps bleach flour and strengthen dough. Fun fact about azodicarbonamide, it's also used in a spectrum of industrial products, including yoga mats.
Ugh.
That's why Subway was getting in trouble back in the day because they were saying they were putting floor mat rubber in their bread. Subway's disgusting.
Probably.
No, if the employees are actually
Their bread isn't even bread. It's too sugary to be considered bread.
Downward dogs.
What?
The European Union is really against the idea of its citizens eating yoga mat material and has banned their use in food products. Pork The other white meat is a staple of American meats, along with chicken, fish, and beef. From bacon to ham, hot dogs to pork chops. American meats consume about 67 pounds of pig per person every year.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
American meat eaters consume about 67
Pork is
pounds of
crazy
pig
in the
per
US.
person every year. Soo-wee, my heart is stopping. Don't get us wrong, other nations indulge in swine just as much, if not more, than Americans. So why doesn't the US export scores of succulent bacon boars? Well, it turns out America adds a lot of chemicals during processing. Ractopamine in particular is used in many pig farms to raise pork.
There's only 2 good variations of pork, chat. You ready?
He's gonna say,
sausage and hot dogs.
what? Bacon and ham?
Ribs? I don't really mess with ribs like that.
Ribs!
Ractopamine.
Oh, you're
Even then,
lying.
nah, you know what? Even then, I think beef hot dogs are better. So really only sausage. Bacon,
Ribs are
bacon,
based.
bacon.
I'm sorry. I live and die by
A lot of
ribs.
foods has been banned in 160 countries, which all consider the drug unsafe for human consumption. This in turn has led to a prohibition of pork exports across the world. The EU hasn't touched the stuff since outlawing ractopamine in 2009. China and Russia have been ractopamine-less since 2013. Maybe that's because ractopamine has the specs as an intoxicant on humans and
What?
can cause tachycardia, headaches, and muscle spasms if consumed in large enough quantities. But it is a
How
small
large?
price to pay for a perfect piece of the pork.
That's just, that does not, like that versus a beef steak, like a regular beef steak.
Pork chops are good though, man. I don't know about that.
Hygiene in America often comes down to dousing stuff in a chlorine bath and calling it FDA approved, and chicken is no exception. Pathogen reduction treatments, or PRTs, refer to the use of different chemicals to destroy harmful microbes on raw meat. Somewhere along the line, American food regulators decided a quick chlorine shock was the best way to kill salmonella and other bacteria on uncooked poultry.
Chlorine?
Chlorine marinade. And look, it's not that the EU is against taking a long gulp from the public pool now and then. In fact, the risks posed by chlorine consumption are relatively low. The bigger concern is that the chlorine baths...
Dude, imagine if we were farmed. Could you imagine going to a factory and seeing this when it's all human, just getting... I want to be farmed in... What? Speaking of that, you know what I saw? I actually screenshotted it because I was so taken aback. On everything I love,
I want
saw
to be
this. I
farmed.
have not checked my Instagram DMs in so long, and I don't know why I did it, but this random guy named KD... Eat me out, please. I want to be our little secret.
But did you know in Austria and Norway the soda is outright banned?
Yeah, because it's nasty.
That's because Mountain Dew's signature
Oh my
Chernobyl
God.
comes from tartrazine, also known as Yellow 5. And if you're
Yellow
eating
5
much
is
eating
nasty.
cookie yet, you'll remember that color and number from the Skittles section earlier.
Yeah.
It's been linked to headaches, hyperactivity, and
gas.
the desire to be annoying to other people.
That's why Mountain Dew drinkers are so annoying.
Ironically, the qualities that make
Mountain Dew actually
a
kills your
soda
sperm
non-processed
count.
in other countries is exactly what the brand promotes.
That's why
A
Mountain Dew
frenetic
drinkers
but
are
overcaffeinated
annoying. That's a quality
lifestyle.
statement.
Do the do. Baja Blast. Woo-hoo.
That's mid too, by the way.
And while you might be able to find Mountain Dew in Europe, it's going to hit a little different. That's because Europe spent exactly 2 years in the 90s riding the dew before discontinuing it. What is being sold as Mountain Dew in the EU has a recipe closer to the original carbonated beverage, created by Tennessee beverage bottlers Barney and Ollie Hartman in the 1940s. The original Mountain Dew was meant as a whiskey mixer, with a name coming from the affectionate Scottish term for moonshine. It'll tickle your innards, is what the old ads used to read. Otherwise protected here.
Yeah! Mountain Dew!
Little Debbie's are so good though.
Little Debbie has been providing Americans with comfort snacks since the 1960s, with their variety of zebra cakes, star crunches, nut
Zebra
bars,
cakes are
fudge
so
rounds,
based.
and cosmic
Oh,
brownies.
zebra cakes.
Man, the cosmic brownies are so good, man. The zebra cake.
The zebra cake's better than the
Star
cosmic
crunches,
brownie
nutty
though.
bars, fudge rounds, and cosmic brownies. But their big fame, as anyone who has ever had their lunch packed by a parent can attest, is the Little Debbie Swiss rolls.
Okay, you just literally named the worst Little Debbie product.
That's true.
A mixture of rich chocolate cake and
That's true.
creamy filling. Over 900 million cartons of Little Debbie products are shipped each year, but none of those cartons go anywhere near Austria or Norway.
Oh my goodness, look at this aisle.
That aisle is beautiful.
You know what's
That's
crazy. I saw the dumbest Twitter post ever a while back, and it had so many likes. You ever see a Twitter post so stupid it has an insane amount of likes? You're like,
Yeah.
how? Anyway, I saw a picture of an aisle like this same aisle. It was a picture, and then the caption said, "Maturing is realizing all this is nasty." And it had like 100 and something thousand. Like,
That's
bro,
so
what?
stupid.
I already know you just smashed a whole box of honey buns before you tweeted this. It's true, though. Shut up.
no, dude. Those people are so
What's the first
annoying.
thing you would grab off this aisle? Not
Zebra
gonna lie,
cakes.
The first thing I'm grabbing is
Zebra
some
cakes.
powdered donuts.
Oh, come on.
Powdered donuts. Oh man, them donut sticks ain't bad.
Zebra
They ain't
cakes.
good. Bro, y'all are such liars. It ain't even funny. Chat. Why y'all lying, man?
Way. Blame those rattly additives, yellow 5 and red 40. Swiss rolls contain 32 milligrams of dye per product, and in those quantities, they've been shown to have an adverse effect on children. And we're not just talking about causing hyperactivity, although one study found that cutting all artificial food coloring from diets may be 1/2 as effective as prescribing kids Ritalin.
Huh.
Although we can't prove there's a direct connection between artificial food coloring and cancer, they do cause damage to white blood cells, causing them to mutate after only 3 hours.
What?
Exposure to these dyes could cause tumor cells to multiply way more rapidly. For that reason, researchers say a high chronic intake of food colorings throughout the
Dude,
entire
the Christmas tree cakes, bro.
The Christmas tree cakes, though.
Christmas tree cakes, man. Man, it ain't good, man.
entire life is not advisable. If only they weren't so delicious. Surprisingly, you can buy Little Debbie's Swiss rolls in the EU, but they come with warning labels advising parents of the potential dangers to kids.
I'm still grabbing them. What
like
you talking
cigarettes.
about? Not Swiss rolls, but anything.
That's Swiss rolls.
Special case so nasty.
It is. It is nasty. It's so dry. The driest cereal I've ever had.
And breakfast cereal, you're probably imagining one of the countless kid-focused brands of sugary morsels, like the oh-so-delicious Cookie Crisp. So you'd be surprised to learn that it's actually Special K, the most cereal on all of the earth, that has
Oh
been
my
banned in
goodness,
Denmark and
base.
discouraged in the EU. How does the healthiest box of flakes on the shelf ban, while stuff like Reese's Puffs and Cinnamon Toast Crunch continue to enjoy free passage?
Yeah.
Ironically, because of its supposed health benefits.
It's so nasty.
In the UK, Special K has been put on blast by the Advertising Standards Authority for exaggerating how much folic acid pack into portions. Though it's still legal
Folic
to buy in
acid?
Europe, Denmark has completely banned Special K since 2004 for all its work.
Chad, who in here's from Denmark and mad that they banned Special K?
by vitamins and minerals.
Everyone's just
Kellogg's
saying
cereals
me.
unnaturally high
Everyone's from
vitamin A
Denmark.
to zinc actually qualifies Special K as a genetically modified organism, or GMO.
Oh my.
More specifically, Special K is swole, same artificial compounds that studies have shown to potentially pose health risks, specific to children and pregnant.
Hey, you know what we haven't noticed but on this list yet? Noodles.
That is true.
In
Because they're
conclusion,
healthy.
you may want to stick with crunch berries.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Soda.
Is there anything more American than Coca-Cola? The fizz, the flavor, the secret ingredient.
Here we go. Glazing Coke against
Glazing. Pepsi is. That's a based opinion.
Coke
Pepsi's so much better than Coke. That's actually based. That's mad based. That's mad based.
Is there anything more American than Coca-Cola? The fizz, the flavor.
They are
the
glazing
former
Coke.
secret
Mad
ingredient,
glazing
cocaine.
Coke.
Coke is basically apple pie in beverage form. And it's not Americans who are cuckoo for Coke. Invented by a pharmacist in 1886 Georgia, Coca-Cola quickly caught on overseas. It was the World War II GI's drink of choice.
Dude.
Pre-pandemic, Coca-Cola had 500 brands in over
Yo,
200
chat,
countries.
what do you think it tasted like back then?
It probably tasted the same. It probably tastes like the sugar Coke.
Drugs?
Making it the best-selling soft drink and one of the most recognizable brands of all time. But there will always be exceptions. And unlike the other ends on the list, for once, it has nothing to do with health concerns.
TV
Everybody
static?
knows that Coke is not good for you. We just decided collectively that we don't care. No, the countries that
I'll
outlawed the
still
brand
keep
have done so
drinking that
because of what it
garbage.
represents. Symbol of the encroachment of American capitalism. From 1962 to 2011, the U.S. banned sales to Burma as part of sanctions against the military junta that ruled the country until 2011. It resumed sales in the country in 2012. Today, Coca-Cola is only unavailable in 2 countries with long-term trade embargoes with the U.S. North Korea hasn't allowed Coke since 1950, and the bubbly beverage has been banned in Cuba since Fidel Castro ceased supplies in 1962.
That's tough, man. Who's here from Cuba and you're mad? Or North Korea? I know lots of people are mad.
In Caseoh's chat is from Cuba or North Korea.
First the prequels, now Coke. Is there anything that can't be ruined by the federalization of trade taxation? In a twist of irony and lime, Cuba was actually one of the first bottlers of the beverage outside of America.
Yeah.
Today, Cuba Cola has replaced Coke as the country's
I want to
Yeah.
try that. Oh my goodness, I want to try that. What is
What does
that,
it
dude?
taste like?
Somebody fan mail me some.
choice, though black market sales abound. After all, it is the birthplace of the Cuba Libre, aka the rum and Coke.
Ooh.
Mid anyway.
M&M's, the delicious melt-in-your-mouth, not-in-your-hand snacks, were originally a collaboration between the Scion sons of the Mars and Hershey dynasties in 1941.
Huh.
Like Coca-Cola, M&M's gained international fans during World War II, as American soldiers popularized the candy
that's right,
overseas.
every
as the
Yeah, they used to
chocolate
pass
that
'em out.
makes your trigger finger all sticky. But you won't find the candy in Sweden, where it's banned due to a trademark conflict with a popular national candy that also features lowercase m's as its signature. When
That literally looks better than M&M's. Are you kidding me?
It does
their
kind of
national
actually.
candy that also features
It does
Oh my
look better.
goodness, what? That looks better than M&M's.
Those look really good.
lowercase m's as its signature. When Mars introduced the candy to Sweden in 2009, a court ruled its marketing too similar to that of the Norwegian Marabous, which resemble
Ooh.
Kit Kats. During World War I, Marabou had
They
moved its
straight up
manufacturing to its
jacking
Swedish
'em.
neighbors, where it received a royal grant of approval
Copying.
by the King of Sweden. And here we thought this were the chocolate snobs. Should you want to check out what the fuss is all about, Marabou's is sold in IKEA stores here in the U.S. Well, at least it's good to know that M&Ms don't contain any harmful dyes or chlorine residue, right?
Yeah,
That's
of course they
a big
do.
important victory for hard-shelled chocolate. So what do you think?
They
Which of
don't?
these banned foods sounds the most delicious? Let us know in the comments.
And look at this nerd right here. I know someone that works in food sciences and said that the USA has the worst quality in food on earth. Okay, does your buddy work in food sciences? Has he tried every food on earth? Buddy, what are you talking about?